We promised forever, then life interfered. The summer Lena turned 22. The air in Marseille carried the sharp tang of sea salt and sun-warmed rosemary. She met Elias at Librairie Maupetit on Rue de Rome, a cozy bookshop where volumes stood in affectionate disarray. He reached for a worn copy of Saint Inès de Solitude at the same moment she did. Their fingers brushed the spine. Time pause. "Sorry," he said, though his smile contradicted the word. A shrug. "I've read it twice. It's yours." He bought it anyway. 2 hours later they sat on the stone steps outside, sharing a lukewarm pastis diluted with water, knees almost touching, talking about everything and nothing. He was studying civil engineering in Lyon, 1 year from his diplôme d'ingénieur. She worked at her aunt's fabric stall in the Noailles quarter, folding meters of vibrant Provençal prints and African wax while dreaming of her own boutique, bold patterns, contemporary cuts, clothes that made women feel powerful. They fell in love the way only the young can, utterly, fearlessly, as if tomorrow were theirs by right. Weekends became sacred. Elias took the TGV from Lyon, arriving before sunrise, waiting beneath her window with 2 cafés crème in paper cups. She slipped out, still in her nightdress, and they walked to the viewport, watching cargo ships and ferries glide past like patient giants. They spoke of the future as though it were already written. "After my degree," he murmured against her hair one morning, "I'll come back south. We'll find a place near the sea. Your shop on the ground floor. I'll build the upstairs, solid beams, no leaks." She laughed softly. "You'll reinforce the shelves for my fabrics." "With steel," he said gravely. "To bear the weight of your dreams." Under an ancient almond tree in the Jardin des Vestiges, they made their vow. No priest, no witnesses, just bare feet on cool earth and pale pink petals drifting like confetti. They pressed palms together, fingers entwined. "Forever," she whispered. "Even when it hurts," he answered. "Especially then." They kissed as though binding a pact with fate itself. But fate had fine print they hadn't noticed. That October, Elias's father received a diagnosis of advanced prostate cancer. The call came at midnight. Elias left the next morning. "Just until he's stable," he promised. "I'll be back before Noël." Noël arrived. His father did not recover. Chemotherapy emptied their savings. His mother barely slept. His younger sister needed help with lycée fees. Elias deferred his final year. He found work at a construction firm in Paris. Decent salary, endless hours. He told Lena he would visit soon. Soon became after the holidays, then next spring, then silence disguised as overtime. She wrote letters anyway. Long, candid pages scented with her perfume, sealed in envelopes she licked herself. She sent what money she could spare. He replied when possible. Brief notes about hospital corridors smelling of disinfectant and stale coffee, about his mother's quiet strength, about how he still dreamed of Marseille's sea breeze. "I close my eyes and see the almond tree," he wrote once. "I still feel your hand in mine." She kept every letter in a carved wooden box beneath her bed. 2 years after their vow, the calls shortened. Messages arrived days late. She stopped writing long letters. He stopped apologizing for the gaps. The silence wasn't anger. It was weariness wearing love's skin. Then came Samuel. He worked logistics at the port, broad-shouldered and kind. He noticed her at the market, complimented how she paired Provençal cottons like a painter. He brought small gifts. A fresh roll of fabric, silver earrings shaped like olive leaves, once a tiny porcelain cat because she'd mentioned a childhood love. He didn't demand eternity. He asked for next Saturday. Then the Saturday after. Then most evenings. She said yes because refusing felt like punishing herself for loving a shadow. When Elias finally called, voice clear, not a recording, it was a rainy Thursday in October 3 years after he left. Lena. Her name in his mouth still unraveled her. "Elias. I'm coming to Marseille. A bridge renovation project. 3 days. Can I see you?" She sat on her bed, knees drawn up. I'm with someone now. A long exhale. I understand. I waited, she said, voice breaking. As long as I could. I know. I'm sorry I couldn't. I'm sorry. I never stopped loving you. I know that too. They listened to each other breathe, the same rhythm they once shared on waterfront benches. I hope he's good to you, Elias said quietly. He is. Then I'm glad. He ended the call gently, like closing a book. She cried until dawn. Samuel proposed a year and a half later. A slim white gold band engraved with tiny stars. No spectacle, just him on one knee in their small apartment, eyes steady. She said yes because she loved him in a gentler register. Dependable, present, sustainable. They married quietly at the Église St. Vincent de Paul. Her aunt wept. Cousins danced. Samuel looked at her like she was dawn after endless night. The day before, a message arrived from Elias. Congratulations, Lena. Truly. Be happy. You deserve every good thing. She stared until the screen faded, then deleted it. Some things are kinder left unsaid. Years layered upon each other. 2 daughters arrived, both with Samuel's easy smile and her determined gaze. The boutique opened at last near the viewport. Almond light. Bright prints spilled from shelves Elias once promised to fortify. Samuel never questioned the name. He simply hung the sign and kissed her forehead. Elias married too, a gentle woman from Lyon named Marie. They had a son. One day he sent a single photo, no caption. The boy, perhaps 4, clutching a toy excavator, grinning wide. Lena studied it a long time, then slipped it into a hidden album. They never met again. Yet sometimes when Samuel slept and the girls dreamed, Lena opened the wooden box. She touched the faded ink, breathed the faint perfume trace. She didn't reread, she remembered. Every promise, every petal. In Paris, Elias would occasionally slow his car past a fabric shop, see vivid textiles in the window, and feel a sudden ache. Earth underfoot, palms meeting, forever spoken like a prayer. Neither regretted their choices. Life had simply demanded they choose between first love's fierce blaze and the quieter, enduring flame that could warm a home for decades. They chose the second, but the first never fully died. And in Marseille, behind an old garden wall, the almond tree still blooms each spring. Pink petals fall softly. Silent apologies, tender recollections. Love that learned survival sometimes means letting go of the hand you swore never to release.